So shadowboxing at the rear of the arena is Tajikistan's CHILAEV, 27 years of age. Comes to the ring with a perfect professional record, 11 fights, 11 wins, 5 of them coming inside the distance. Was last in the ring in November of last year.
Дамы и господа, сейчас приветствуйте на пути в золотой угол ринга боксер из Армении TONAKANYAN.
His opponent is no stranger to the IBA Champions Night stage. TONAKANYAN from right here in Yerevan, 2019 European Games bronze medalist at 60 kilograms. That edition of the Continental Multisport Extravaganza took place in Minsk in Belarus. In search of his first IBA Champions Night victory, having been outpointed by the quality operators Luis Arcon in Venezuela and Sofian Umahar in Abu Dhabi in December of 2022.
Рефери поединка Сергей Журкин, Россия. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner. His professional record a perfect one. 11 fights, 11 wins, 5 big wins by knockout. Боксеру в черном углу 27 лет, его рост 175 сантиметров, а вес 62,9 килограмма. Он представляет Таджикистан, и его рекорд безупречен. 11 боев, 11 побед, 5 из них одержаны нокаутом. Дамы и господа, приветствуйте, не знающий поражений, Анис Охотник Чилаев! And his opponent across the ring. He's European bronze medalist, unbeaten as a pro with 5 fights, 5 wins, 3 of them by knockout. Боксеру напротив, в золотом углу, 32 года. Его рост 176 сантиметров, а вес 63,5 килограмма. Он бронзовый призер Европейских игр. Мастер спорта международного класса с безупречным рекордом. 5 боев, 5 побед, 3 из них нокаутом. Дамы и господа, из Армении, TONAKANYAN!
No holding. Listen and follow my call. Good luck.
So Mr. Sergei Zhurkin with the final instructions, our third man in the ring. There a look at the tail of the tape. Both men almost identical in height. And this 63.5 kilogram contest is underway, scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds between boxers from Tajikistan and Armenia. It's an all-orthodox affair. The man wearing the black trunks trimmed with gold is CHILAEV, 27 years of age, from Tajikistan, undefeated professional, winning all 11 of his contests, 5 of them inside the distance, having made his debut in 2017. He's facing a fellow unbeaten professional in the form of TONAKANYAN. TONAKANYAN, 32 years of age. He unbeaten in 5 professional contests, having made his debut in 2020. Has boxed on the IBA Champions Night stage before, way back in the start of this competition in Abu Dhabi, when he lost to the estimable Sofian Umahar, who has since gone on to claim 3 IBA World Championship gold medals in the 3-round format of IBA boxing, 3 titles overall. And he's scoring effectively behind a left-right combination upstairs and stiff left jab to the body is TONAKANYAN. Double right hand attempted by CHILAEV. Good right hook and then left hook to the body from CHILAEV. TONAKANYAN remaining disciplined, seeking for those stiff punches at mid-range once again, but good body work being demonstrated once more, followed by a ramrod left jab from CHILAEV. Scoring left hand downstairs from TONAKANYAN. And a right hand over the top, which brings a ripple of applause from this capacity crowd here. Looking for the left hook was TONAKANYAN, but only found his man with the heel of the glove. Remember, it must be landed with the knuckle part of the glove to be a scoring shot. Scoring left hook to the body was followed by an inaccurate left from TONAKANYAN. Nudging left jab, followed by an altogether more solid right hand downstairs from CHILAEV. And again, CHILAEV scoring with real good effect with that left hook to the body. Two men standing almost toe-to-toe, but he's able to get plenty of leverage onto that shot as he sinks it into his opponent's abdomen. Beautiful left jab over the front foot from CHILAEV. Exchange of lead hands between the two boxers. Thinking contest, this one, in the opening round. Changing his guard is CHILAEV, sometimes operating behind a half-cover guard. When he's coming forward, he's trying to distract and bamboozle his man. Nice head movements in the pocket from CHILAEV. Very competitive round to begin this 63.5 kg contest. Some of the action from round number one. Not quite a toe-to-toe close encounter throughout, but plenty of impressive work done at short and mid-range by both of the boxers.
Второй раунд. Round 2.
So to the second round then. The lead left-hander has been a really prominent punch in this contest so far. Both men seeking to set up their heavier attacks with that most fundamental punch from the coaching manual. Again, beautiful hooks and uppercuts attempted on the inside by TONAKANYAN. Nudging right hand beneath the left elbow. There's a cracking right hand at short range landed by TONAKANYAN. Look to follow it up with a left hook. And again, just as we mentioned throughout the first round, really impressive quality being produced at short and mid-range by both of these boxers. Mention the fact that they're almost identical in stature, just a centimeter between them. TONAKANYAN 176 centimeters compared to the 175 of CHILAEV. And now CHILAEV behind a solid left jab which snaps the head back of TONAKANYAN. Veteran's move from TONAKANYAN, putting the heel of his glove, the laces on old school gloves. Well, they're bound up now behind that tape. But still, the sentiment was the same. Just rough your man up a bit on the inside, make him uncomfortable. Because as much as we admire the skill and the quality that these high-level IBA champions night boxers produce, remember, many of them coming from decorated careers in the 3-round format of IBA boxing. It's a fight ultimately. So if you can ruffle your man's feathers, make him uncomfortable on the inside, then that is going to perhaps tilt things slightly in your favor. He's turned southpaw now as CHILAEV. Did score with a left hand out of that southpaw stance. See whether he remains as a lefty and how much he enjoys as a port-sided boxer. Counter right-left from TONAKANYAN, not too far away. You get the sense that both of these boxers are almost throwing a couple of shots as decoys during their combinations. Not quite seeking to pry their man's hands down, but counter left hand again was a beauty from TONAKANYAN, but then look at the response from CHILAEV, just grinning his gum shield in the direction of his opponent as if to say, okay, you caught me, but hold this, as he scores with two good hooks from both hands beneath the elbows of TONAKANYAN, who's trying to maintain the gap between himself and his opponent by snaking out that lead left hand. Counter right hand snuck in on the inside once again from CHILAEV. Headlock employed by TONAKANYAN. Overhand right from TONAKANYAN, just caught his man at the very end of it. Another very close round of boxing during the course of that 3-minute frame. Some of the action from round number 2.
Третий раунд.
Round 3 then. The 63.5kg contest scheduled for 6. TONAKANYAN winging away with that right hand, looking for uppercuts on the inside. CHILAEV using a scoring left jab, but look at the authority on that lead left hand from TONAKANYAN. Really did jolt the head back of CHILAEV. Follow-up right hand was inaccurate and only produced a cool breeze, easily evaded by CHILAEV. He comes back with a scoring left jab of his own. So again, both men trying to find openings on the inside. Overhand right not too far away from CHILAEV. Right hand over the top with the final word in that exchange, but TONAKANYAN coming back immediately with his own left hook. Here's a good left-right combination from CHILAEV, but back behind his own jab in an instant was TONAKANYAN. So experienced, these two men, that they're both demonstrating a wonderful composure and calmness up there in the boxing ring. Each man has been tagged, they've tasted the power of the other. As TONAKANYAN up on his toes, just gliding around the edge of ring center. Heads bumping together on the inside. And after that inadvertent clash of heads, it was TONAKANYAN who backed up towards the rope, cleverly turned the tables, but CHILAEV looking to make hay, while TONAKANYAN perhaps experiencing some discomfort. TONAKANYAN answers with a two-shot salvo of his own, but then CHILAEV stepping on the front foot and keeping the pressure going behind his own up jab. Scoring jab once again from CHILAEV. TONAKANYAN just seeking to get his boxing back together. Overhand right was inaccurate and off the mark by some distance from TONAKANYAN, as again the referee speaking repeatedly about the responsibility of the boxers to keep their heads up. CHILAEV, a southpaw boxer once again, went in search of a left cross to the body but couldn't find the range. TONAKANYAN looking for a right hand to the body, was a nudging short right of the hook variety from CHILAEV on the inside, and then an altogether longer right cross which put the bearded chin of TONAKANYAN on the end of it. They're just letting their hands go after the sound of the bell. Perhaps the punches run caught before the bell had sounded. Good contest, this one. Both boxers really having to work for their openings. But CHILAEV pushing his man back after that inadvertent clash of heads. Hovannes Bachkov is just to the left of our commentary position. Here watching on. Remember, we've got 6 Armenian boxers competing on this IBA Champions Night event here tonight. And Hovannes Bachkov here enjoying the action. Looking resplendent, sartorially I might add. Clad from head to toe in black. And still looking as though he could make whatever fighting weight he chooses to. What a wonderful servant of Armenian boxing he was on the global stage in a 3-round format. Absolutely terrific fighter. And anybody who stepped into the ring with Hovannes Bachkov knew that they were going to be in for a hard night's work, one of the very best in the world. And it took the very best of the world to prevent him from occupying top spot on the medal rostrum in the global championships. But back to the boxers in the ring. Into the second half of this contest that is scheduled for 6. There's a scoring left jab from Tonakanyan. Good right hand lead, scored in a beautiful left hook to the body and tackling his man after wilting down to the canvas. It was a hard left hook that caused the inconvenience for Tonakanyan. Backed up to the ropes by a hard right cross and then a left hook sunk in beneath his right elbow, and I wonder whether he was feeling the effects of that shot, and that's why he went to claim CHILAEV around his waist. Both men tumbling to the canvas, and even though it takes energy to get up off the floor, that could have well bought him some respite from that hurtful body shot sunk in by CHILAEV. Good left hook landed by CHILAEV. Oh, and that's a low blow, demonstrably low. It was sunk beneath the logo on the protective cup from CHILAEV. No complaints from Tonakanyan as CHILAEV coming forward out of the southpaw stance, looking for that left hook to the body, scores it twice in quick succession. As the two men knotted in a clinch on the inside once again. It's a brief one, separated without the intervention of the referee. Tonakanyan with a good series of scoring punches to get himself back into the contest after a good passage, back into the round after a good passage of the round for CHILAEV. Oh my goodness, big punches being exchanged with Tonakanyan's back on the ropes. Beautiful bodywork being demonstrated by CHILAEV, and he's targeting the body once more with that left hook, coming forward almost square on. Difficult to discern whether he's an orthodox or southpaw boxer through this passage of the round. And it's physical on the inside, but that terrific start to the round by CHILAEV with a right cross backed up Tonakanyan, and then a left hook to the body causes inconvenience. Well, he's kept the pressure going and has continued to target the torso of Tonakanyan. Closing seconds of what has been a good round for the man from Tajikistan. Good left cross to the body. Tonakanyan seeks to counter with a right hand of his own. And Tonakanyan reaching for the right hand once again. But I think those body shots have taken some wind out of the sails of Karen Tonakanyan. Wasn't a long walk back to his gold corner. That's directly above our commentary position, but his legs appear just a little rubbery as we take a look at some of the action from that round. That's where he was backed up to the ropes once again, and the body work, terrific switching of the attack from Hovannes CHILAEV.
Yerevan, round 5.
So round 5 of a 63.5 kilogram contest that is scheduled for 6. For my money, I think the man in the white trimmed with gold, Karen Tonakanyan, has got to do something to get the momentum back in his favor, because a terrific fourth round produced by CHILAEV, and he's seeking to build on that momentum he built up during the course of that 3-minute frame. There was good variety in his attacks to both head and body, but the body work seemed to be particularly effective for the man from Tajikistan. Left hook driven into the body from TONAKANYAN, but CHILAEV sought to continue to press. Two men lined in a clinch on the inside once more. CHILAEV seeking to free his hand. Feints just trying to draw a lead that can be countered or exploited. Digging away with the right hand, both body and head, is CHILAEV. Counter right hand to the body was a nice shot from TONAKANYAN, who stemmed the tide in terms of the success that CHILAEV was able to enjoy in round number 4, but he's not producing his own success to the extent that CHILAEV did in the previous round. Big swing and a miss with the right hand. Counter right hand to the body from CHILAEV, the swing and a miss coming from TONAKANYAN. CHILAEV is a southpaw boxer. Left jabs being fired out by TONAKANYAN, but particularly heavy or potent, and his counter right hand was inaccurate. CHILAEV seeking to work away with his man near the ropes once more. So the snap just appears to have dissipated a little bit from the punches of TONAKANYAN. Deep into this contest, remember. Good left hook landed on the inside, followed by a roundhouse right hook from CHILAEV. Able to disengage and get himself beyond punching range is TONAKANYAN, but not enough coming from him for my money. I've got him trailing in this contest as he's picked off by 2 scoring punches to the body once more. Long left hook jolts the head back of TONAKANYAN. Was catching him as he was moving backwards as well. Good right hand landed on the inside of TONAKANYAN, but I think he's having trouble maintaining his stance when he's seeking to sit down on his punches, and that can be a sign of a boxer who's feeling the pace. Good right hand to the body. Final shot from TONAKANYAN. Again, you saw the manner in which he was breathing through a mouth that was open as he made his way back to his corner. Some of the action from round number 5. Repeated left hooks from CHILAEV. TONAKANYAN needs a massive final round for my money. The punch output, not what it was in the early stages of this contest. CHILAEV quieter in round 5 compared to round number 4, but I still think he did enough to win the round. For my money, it has got to be a big final minute, or excuse me, final round produced by Karen TONAKANYAN. He hopes to have his hand raised as the victor here, but of course, one of the beautiful things about our beloved sport of boxing is that you have the opportunity to render the judges irrelevant and take your man out inside the distance. So into the 6th and final round then. Karen TONAKANYAN, the undefeated professional, back in Champions Night action. But he needs a massive final round for my money. There's a competitive first couple of rounds. So CHILAEV increasingly asserted authority through the middle rounds, particularly in round 4. And then in round number 5, even though he wasn't as dominant, TONAKANYAN simply wasn't busy enough with his own offense, and there's a wonderful right hand lead from CHILAEV, but it's countered by a right cross from TONAKANYAN, perhaps his best punch for a few rounds. Reaching for that same shot once again, but it's evaded by CHILAEV, who's bobbing and weaving and swaying in the pocket effectively. TONAKANYAN's right cross inaccurate and over his head once again. Solid left jab landed by CHILAEV. And TONAKANYAN, to his credit, really is trying to rally here. With a minute gone in this final round, he will know better than anyone that he's perhaps trailing in this contest. And like the experienced fighter that he is, he's trying to produce something, but he's put on the end of a right cross there, near CHILAEV's black corner over on the far side of the ring from our commentary position. And again, it's the left hand is the final word in that attempt to trade off, backing up TONAKANYAN. Inaccurate first two punches of that salvo from TONAKANYAN. A right uppercut which ended the combination was altogether closer, but then it was answered immediately by CHILAEV. And CHILAEV continuing to press the attack, looking to back his man up. Action right above our commentary position. I can reach out and touch the mat. I won't do so lest the fighters think it's the 10-second clapper. But that's how close we are here at the Demirtchian Sport and Concert Complex in Yerevan. Good left hook to the body, countered by a right hand to the body from TONAKANYAN. TONAKANYAN thought about pulling the trigger, but the backward movement of CHILAEV meant that he was out of range, and then CHILAEV walks back into the front door and lands a clumping right hand at mid-range. TONAKANYAN putting the heel of his glove into CHILAEV's face once again. Rough house tactics on the inside the final 30 seconds of the sixth and final round. And TONAKANYAN seeking to get busy with his own offense. CHILAEV seeking to score in combination fashion to the body, but the accuracy has decreased. Holding on the blind side from TONAKANYAN. Counter left hand from CHILAEV, and then an overhand right as the two men brawl on the inside at the sound of the bell. Another terrific contest here on this first IBA Champions Night event of 2025. For what it's worth, I think the man in black, CHILAEV, has done enough to be declared as the victor here. TONAKANYAN, tough, competitive, composed up in the boxing ring, but I think he simply was not busy enough. This man with the greater punch output, the more eye-catching work over the course of the contest for my money, but how will the three scoring judges see it? We're about to get the official verdict, but I think it will be CHILAEV of Tajikistan who will be declared as a point victor here.
Дамы и господа, прежде чем прозвучит имя победителя, ваши аплодисменты обоим боксерам. Итак, в этом бою единогласным решением судей победу по очкам одержал, and your winner by unanimous decision, Anis Охотник CHILAEV.
So CHILAEV of Tajikistan declared a unanimous point decision victor here over Armenia's TONAKANYAN. Competitive affair. CHILAEV enjoying a terrific middle passage of the six-round contest. His round 4 in particular saw him apply real pressure that he was able to sustain for the majority of the 3-minute frame. TONAKANYAN never stopped competing, but comparatively not busy enough, not active enough or accurate enough to take the victory here tonight. It's CHILAEV who makes a successful IBA Champions Night debut, the 11-0 professional with a successful bow on the IBA Champions Night stage.